boys and girls, I'm back. I'm back today to read you another book, and I've got my dog Henry here. Now, I had something exciting happen a couple of days ago. I got an email from Madison Sally, and she's in Mrs. Yoder's first grade class, and she told me how much she appreciated the book last week, how much she liked the book about Arfie, but she liked seeing Henry I think she might be liked Henry seeing more than hearing the book. So I had to bring Henry back so that y'all could see him today. And I also got to thinking, hey, that's pretty neat. I loved hearing from her. It made my day because I really miss you guys. I miss reading to you. I miss seeing you in the hallways. So I really hope you're reading, and I hope you're getting along okay. And you know what? I happen to think you could send me a picture of you reading a book. You can read to your dog. You can read to your cat. If you don't have a dog or a cat, you can get a stuffed animal and read to them. That might be even better because they don't wiggle so much. But I just want to know that you're reading, and I want to know that you're okay. And you could email that to me. Parents, my email is on the school website. It's mpurdue@wlstigers.org. And like I said, you can go to the website and you can access that, and you could just email me a picture. You don't have to do it, but if you want to, that would be great. Or just send me an email, tell me hi. I really, really miss you guys. I do. But I have a great book for you today. It's good, isn't it, Henry? Yeah, it's a good book. This is called The Squirrels Who Squabbled. Are any of you squabbling? Yeah. I know you. We're all stuck inside. We're kind of all together more than we probably want to be sometimes. And I know that maybe you aren't around friends a lot, and this book deals more with friends, but I know we have brothers and sisters, and we just really need to try and get along because it's so, so important to get along during these times. And so I'm going to read you this book. This is a fun book. You're going to like this. Henry, you can't wiggle. I need you to sit right there, okay? Are you listening, Henry? Super. Yeah, he is. He's ready to go. Okay, The Squirrels Who Squabbled, and it's by Jim Field. Now, this book I would usually read this more in the fall, but you know what? I just like the book, and right now, nothing's normal anyway, so why not? Why not read a book about fall? So, in the spring. It just makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. In a towering forest where summer had been, the leaves turned to gold as a cold wind blew in, and as autumn arrived with the sky raging red, the sleepiest creatures got ready for bed. While up in a tree swung a flighty young squirrel, who everyone knew as spontaneous Cyril. Right there, the picture. I'm going to try and show them to you. Now, most foresty folk had seen to their needs through the plentiful months of mushrooms and seeds. They'd built up their stores so they'd all be well fed through the frosting of winter that glittered ahead. Remember, we've talked about this, how they like to store things up in the fall, so they have enough for the winter. But Cyril, he lived in the now and the here. He'd adventured and partied his way through the year. So his cupboard was empty, his hollow was bare. He hadn't a mouthful of food anywhere. He is hungry, and he's got nothing for the winter. But wait! What was that? Over there, take a look! A single lone pine cone wedged in a nook. He squealed with delight, and for very good reason, for inside were the very last nuts of the season. Right there. But Cyril wasn't alone. There were more hungry eyes. Yes, plan ahead Bruce had his sights on the prize. Though he gathered fresh treasures of every sort, Bruce was convinced he was one pine cone short. I simply must have it, he wistfully cried, as he dreamt of the fresh, juicy pine nuts inside. Look at that store of everything he's got. So as Cyril set off on his way to the ground, Bruce, he was also last pine cone bound. They sprinted and scurried with no time to gamble. They scratched at the bark in their scampering scramble. But their panic and haste shook the tips of the spruce and the pine cone. It trembled, and then it came loose. Oh no! Both squirrels gave a chase at a lightning pace. It was the start of a wild, nutty race. "It's mine!" shouted Cyril. "No mine!" hollered Bruce. "You don't stand a chance! Give up! It's no use!" "I'm hungry!" cried Cyril. "This cone is not yours!" "Stay back!" shouted Bruce. "This cone's mine for my stores!" They're not getting along very well, are they? It boinged over bushes and flew through the air, binged on the nose of a slumbering bear. Uh-oh. It bounced over boulders, then came to a stop. Then teetered and wobbled and quivered. Do you see where that's at? Right on the edge of a ledge there. Do you see the old bear back here? He is not very happy. Plop! Both squirrels followed. Oh, the water was fast. Would they learn that they needed each other at last? But each was intent on how he could win, so they didn't quite notice a bird swooping in. I think those squirrels are concerned only about themselves. That's kind of what I think. Cyril and Bruce, they watched in dismay as their cone disappeared up, and away. "Come back!" shouted Cyril. "There are nuts!" exclaimed Bruce. But all hope was gone. It was simply no use. And meanwhile they drifted right up to the ledge. Greed, it was driving them. Over the edge! Oh no, Cyril and Bruce, they had taken a fall. They were paying the price for wanting it all. They'd squandered their chances to team up and share. Would their nutty young hopes simply end in despair? They were not working together, were they? Bruised and bedraggled, they swept past dry land. Cyril grabbed at a branch with a trembling hand. Catching Bruce with the other, he heaved and he huffed and he pulled him to safety with panting and puffs. They dragged themselves up with sputtering wriggles. Then Bruce looked at Cyril. Exploded in giggles. "How silly we are!" he managed to mutter. "How greedy I've been!" he proclaimed with a sputter. "We shall change from today. May the squabbling cease. We should celebrate, seeing we're both in one piece." Can you see this? Look at him laugh. Oh, it's hilarious. I love it. It just makes me giggle. From that day and forward, they made a great pair. They would gather together and found they could share. Yes, Cyril and Bruce, they knew in the end the best thing to share is a laugh with your friend right there. I love that book. I thought that was wonderful. And it has a really good message that we need to get along. We need to care about other people and not just ourselves. And sometimes that's hard to do. But we need to work at that, boys and girls. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our book. And I hope you enjoyed my Henry. He really made it through the whole story today. That's pretty good. And don't forget, if you can get mom or dad or somebody to email me a picture of you reading to somebody or something, that would be wonderful. I hope you're doing great. I really, really do miss you. And take care, and I'll see you next time.